Today we're talking about this battery grip from Neewer for the Pocket 4K and the 6K. Believe it or not, it works really well, is relatively cheap for what it is, and can charge via USB-C, which is a huge winner in my opinion. More on it after this. Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Geoff Fagien, and this is a channel where I talk about tech, specifically tech that revolves around the life of a filmmaker, go behind the scenes of some of my work, talk about filmmaking techniques, and overall just get nerdy about filmmaking. So if that's something that piques your interest, make sure to hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell to be notified next time a video comes out. So let's get to it. We are talking about this battery grip from Neewer for the Pocket 4K and the 6K. So I've been using the Pocket 4K for about 3 years now, and believe it or not, I never used a battery grip solution. I always switched between using the LP E6 batteries and using V-mount. The LP E6 batteries let me be nice and light, but at the same time, I had to switch them out every 45 minutes, whereas the V-mount, I had to add a bunch of stuff and really kit out the pocket camera, where sometimes I don't always want to do that. Now, especially when I got a Pocket 6K, which we're actually using to film today's video on, I wanted to get more of a compact solution, because even the Red Komodo, when I'm using it, to get really compact, I'm still bringing a lot because I can't really use the monitor on that camera. I either have to use my phone or I have to bring a monitor, and the great part about the pocket cameras is they've got a built-in monitor that's pretty decent. I know outside it's not as great, but still I find it usable if you get a sunshade. I wanted to test out this battery grip for the Pocket 4K and on the 6K because it uses LP E6 batteries, which are the same batteries that are used in the pocket camera. On the grip made by Blackmagic, you have to use Sony MPF batteries, and they continued that onto the Pocket 6K Pro, which is actually part of the reason why I did not get a 6K Pro and got a 6K, because it shares a lot of the design and features of the Pocket 4K. So I was able to get a 6K and add it to my workflow without having to get a bunch of new things, especially being able to switch this battery grip between the Pocket 4K and the 6K. So I ran some run times on this grip on the Pocket 4K and 6K, shooting at B-RAW, because that's what I'll be shooting with most of the time. That's pretty much all I shoot with. I haven't really messed with ProRes since B-RAW came out a few years ago. So on the Pocket 4K, I shot 4K B-RAW at 12:1 compression, and on the Pocket 6K, I shot 6K B-RAW at 12:1 compression. Interestingly enough, on the Pocket 4K, I got 2 hours and 47 minutes of battery life using RAVpower batteries on this battery grip. Now, I use the RAVpower batteries because after doing my testing the first year I had the Pocket 4K, I tested a bunch of different brands, and the RAVpower seemed to be the best bang for the buck. They were relatively inexpensive, but they also gave you more battery life than the included stock battery from Blackmagic. Now here's where the kicker is. I used this on the Pocket 6K, again, shot at 6K B-RAW 12:1, and I got 2 hours and 58 minutes of battery life with this battery grip. Now I don't know how that works out because supposedly, and it makes sense, the Pocket 6K uses a lot more energy than the Pocket 4K does, but for whatever reason, these were both fully charged and I got a little bit more battery life. So I'm assuming it just has to do with what you're filming. It also has to do with how much is plugged into the camera, which I didn't have anything plugged into either camera on those days, but do know the battery life is affected by anything plugged into the camera, such as plugging in a USB-C to record, using the HDMI, plugging in audio. So the battery life alone was a great indicator of using this not only on the Pocket 4K, but the 6K. The kicker to all of this is you can actually charge the batteries from the USB-C port on the side. Now, they recommend that you unplug the battery grip from the camera when you're using that feature. It's really quick. It charges in a few hours. I just leave the batteries in. And on really quick personal shoots, or really quick shoots in general, I can actually just charge this one battery grip and be good to go. It uses normal USB-C. It comes with a supplied adapter, but you can use any USB-C. It's just whatever your power input is going to determine how fast these things charge. Overall, I've been really happy with this. A lot happier than I thought I was going to be, because the build quality of this isn't really that great. It's very plasticky. But at the same time, when you hook it up to your Pocket 4K or 6K, from far away, it does semi-blend in. And for the amount of battery power and how compact it makes the camera when you're using it, I give this thing a solid recommendation just on those two things alone. So I have links in the description below for this battery grip. I also have links in the description below for the RAVpower batteries if you are looking for batteries. I have the original stock Blackmagic batteries. However, I'm probably going to stick with using these RAVpowers. So yeah, I do highly recommend those. If you have any questions about the battery grip, batteries, or any questions in general, please make sure to hit me up in the comments below. And if you got knowledge out of today's video, please make sure to hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell to see more videos like this on the channel. Till next time, thank you for watching, everybody. I will see you in the next video.